Hey guys, welcome back. Morris here, and we have another episode for State of Decay 2. And as you can see in my screen already, we will be talking about skills. And I have a video for the fifth skill, but today I will go through first four basic skills, which are cardio, wits, fighting, and shooting. Yeah, you know the drill. All the points will be timestamped in a description. Please share, like the video if you want to. If you don't want to, you can skip this part. And if you want more videos, you'll see how much left in this game we still have. But yeah, you can definitely subscribe. And yeah, few things before. Recently, one of the guys commented and called me Cheburashka. That's a I'd call it mythical creature from Russia. It was when I was a child. Sometime back there was a animation movie like for the children where it was Cheburashka. So this is the little dude, and this is how it looks like. It's kind of monkey with big ears, and yeah, this is his smart friend Gena. Anyhow, yeah, those are the real dudes. Anyhow, back from Russian stuff to State of Decay 2. Let me explain quickly this spreadsheet. You will have also this is the same spreadsheet. As you can see, there's about fifth skill, about the base, enclave bonuses, everything from other videos I have. So, but anyways, will be linked in the description, and let me explain what it is. So, four main bases, four main skills. Those are sub skills, meaning when you level up it once, then you can choose one of the I just call them sub skills, like subclass. Then is description you can read in the game, and also the effect, what it takes when you max out. So what's the actual benefit? And most why are you here? This is the comment part. I will go through it. So just there are some things to point out. And at the least right side, I just gave my kind of rating. It goes like the scale. So 1 is the 1 point for particular point skill, and let's say here is 4 because I think it's really good skill. So, and the last numbers actually doesn't really matter. They're kind of average from the rating I gave, but it doesn't actually reflect. As you can see, here is pretty high, but I would rather go for Powerhouse. And so yeah, those colorful sides are just my first pick to the least favorite in each category. So let's not waste any more time. Let's jump right into cardio. And spoiler alert, this is already sorted out in the order of how I take, because just keep in mind, it's not like you can choose 4 of them already. It's always more. I think once in my playthrough that one of my community members had option to choose from 3 sub skills. So 1, 2, 3 is a rare case. Usually it's between 2 of them, and sometimes in even the same rare case is when only 1 skill can be picked. Like you kind of should choose between shooting something gunslinger or assault, but there's only one choice. It's sometimes, but most cases is you can choose between 2 of them, and then I would definitely inform you what to choose over which skill, and just also explain this is my preference. Definitely there will be a comment like, no, Russian dude, you're mistaken, this skill is amazing, but that's my preference, and I will just, as always, explain why I have this rating and what's the benefit and what's the loss of it. So, like third try to get back into this part is so for cardio you can choose backpacking, which, long story short, gives you the most of the stamina, as you can see. So when you first reach first stars, like before upgrading, and you get the cardio at the max, you will have maximum stamina, as you can see, 21 plus 21. And the same will, it's kind of repeating itself. It will always be included already when you pick the subclass, but one class stands out, that's backpacking. It gives not only 21 extra stamina, which is already good, but actually 61. So this is really, as you can see, noise and max carrying capacity, that's the weight, that's good. And inventory slot, as you know, the looting and everything, that's really annoying when you don't have when you're looting not zombies but content or something, and you are full, your backpack is full, your car is full, and you feel like full. So this is, yeah, also helps you. So yes, please, that's my a lot of my community members have them. Next one is Powerhouse, which is, I also colored it out green just because I like coloring things. As you can see here, what is good is grapple stamina cost, melee stamina cost is also reduced. You can read the numbers, but yeah, 50% grapple stamina cost and minus 25 melee stamina cost. But the thing why this shines is you can grapple enemies from the front, which means you just run into zombies or zombies run to you, and you don't need to get behind. You just grapple it and execute. That's it. That's why this amazing killing spree that you can just grab one by one, no matter where direction they are looking. You just grab and execute. And then this grappling stamina cost and melee stamina cost reduction is really kicking in, which is amazing. There's two more skills that are drop kick, is when you can run towards them and with both feet just kick them, but you fall on the ground at the same time, and then you have to pick up. It's really awesome skill if you play the game Dying Light, one of my favorite games ever. There's also this drop kick, and this drop kick is amazing. Here in State of Decay, that's why I mentioned, yeah, copyright strike. Not a big fan of this move. And another, you can throw the zombies harder. Why would you ever throw zombie when you got it like you can execute? It's like executing actually kills them, but you can throw them. I can imagine like in group of other zombies, but you can execute them. Yeah, that's why I never used this. I tried out just for curiosity, and yeah. Okay, let's move on. Powerhouse, kind of okay because of the grappling. Other ways. Then third, actually, I had it also because yeah, the backpacking was not available, and I had to choose between marathon and acrobatics. Marathon is really nice when you when you want to gather cars. Well, it means you can't ride a car. Just imagine we don't have friends because we are gamers. Obviously, we don't have friends, so you have to travel to get the car by the feet, and then running out of stamina is really annoying. And this actually, what it does, yeah, it reduces the sprint stamina cost. This is nice to get in cars. Fatigue severity, it's when you need to swap out to other community members because you are tiring out. As I wrote down, it sounds nice, but I usually change those people not because they get sleepy, because they are hurt or injured. That's the common cause for changing people. So running into fatigue is actually not something I do often because, well, I like to play dangerously, so I get big fights. I kill plague hearts with my not melee weapons actually, but still without spending any bullets, let's say. So yeah. Anyhow, let's move on with marathon, and actually, as you can see, sprint for free when you are lightly encumbered. I had marathon skills, not something I pick many cases, but when I had it, I think in only one instance I could bring first aid kit, how you call it, the firecracker, big backpack, melee weapon, and firearm. All that basically you need to have like all the time, and still to have this light encumbered, which means it not always kicks in, because I think it's always medium the weight you have to pick. So it's this sprinting, and I had it for one military guy. He was really fit, so it was amazing. When you run, there's the stamina bar doesn't go down. You just purely run straight wherever you want. So yeah, when it kicks in, and if it kicks in, this last point, it's amazing. Even if you don't have this last sprinting for free, you have reduced stamina cost for sprinting. So it's anyways good, but it's just sprinting. Most likely you will use the cars. And the last and definitely not my favorite, I'll explain why, is the acrobatics. So you can see the climbing stamina cost reduction. There's not much of a climbing, to be fair. Okay, over the fence or something, but mostly you kill, shoot, drive, anything, but climbing is not that often needed. Reduced fall damage. Well, if you're not dumb and jumping out of the second story building, you don't need it either. Okay, let's skip to the flying strike. Is when you run towards enemy, and if you're facing one, you click, it kind of jumps in the air and strikes. But if I remember correctly, it can be interrupted as well, or not. If not interrupted, at least you take damage, because I didn't like this flying strike, and it not always kicks in. I didn't like it. But that's not the worst part. The worst part is this dodge further and faster. What it does, instead of skipping ahead through zombie, which I usually does, and then grab from the back, your community member, well, he just dodges in I don't know how it's in English, not the barrel roll, but basically roll through. It sounds nice, but actually the distance you jump is way longer. It means if zombie comes in front of you, you just dodge through them and turn around. The zombie is too far away, you can't grab them. The zombie fast turns around and you are facing him face to face again, so you can't grab. So there's basically, when you pick these acrobatic skills, there is no way how you can normally jump through and grab from the back and execute zombies. That's it. You can jump like faster, that if like when you run towards the zombies. I'm not playing the video game because honestly I will get distracted and I can't explain that good enough. So anyways, you probably already tried, because it sounds awesome in theory, but in life, always at the beginning when I picked this acrobatics, afterwards I just dumped this community member, never played it again, because it's annoying with this dodgy, jumpy. I don't like it. Maybe if you do, good for you. For me, backpacking and Powerhouse, basically both of them would be something I would pick. Okay, let's move on. Let's go to the Wits. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like this name. Smart, let's call it Street Smart. It sounds way better. First thing, when you level it up, your search speed increases. So it, as you can see, it goes inside each and every of one of them. That's why there's no rating given. But yeah, it's nice to have, but it doesn't change so drastically in my opinion. But other points, when you pick up resourcefulness is my favorite pick. What it does, it gives you extra inventory slot. Yes, please. Plus 3 consumable stock. It's really good. So usually you can pick up 3 meds. I think it's 3 firecrackers, everything by the 3. With this skill you can have 6 of them. So basically twice as much, and it's insanely. You can just imagine it's twice as much, and yeah, they weight less. I haven't checked precisely what is the weight, but usually your weapons weight way more. So picking some firecrackers, this consumable weight is not that big of a problem. But of course, it's nice benefit. That's why two points given. But one extra point for this maximum consumable stacks is, if you watch my videos, you know that your inventory actually can be rearranged. Like, most used items can appear at the top, and to do that you need some a bit management skills, and then this resourcefulness kicks in, because you need to take out all the stacks you have and then replace it in your inventory, in your supply locker. And if you have a skill guy who can pick up twice as much items, obviously it's easier for you to rearrange. Just pointing it out. Despite using playing with this guy or girl would be also really easy, because you can get extra stuff. Remember, when you loot the houses or something, there's also those stacks are in place, because if you find too much seed or I don't know, the same firecrackers or stamina boosters or food, they might take up full your backpack size. Not with this guy. That's why it's my definitely first pick. Next one is discipline. Discipline is nice, not only in video games. Discipline in real life is also pretty awesome, because of many reasons. But here what it does, light carry capacity is like, there's a lines when you are light, this carrying capacity, medium and heavy. So it pushes forward this light carrying capacity. So you can see how it could go really well with marathon, because then you most likely will be lightly encumbered. That's one thing, but well, it's only good. I don't consider it's really like game-changing obstacle, not obstacle, but bonus. So next one is durability loss. As I mentioned, it's useful in the beginning, but when you get strong enough, or if you execute by execution move, then your items don't get lost, like broken too often, so it's not that a big deal. And also here is when you have discipline, you have extra stamina as well, which always helps, because everything you execute uses stamina. So yeah, and plus stamina gain from melee kill. I had a guy, and I had a feeling it doesn't give you that much. Like, when you have a bunch of zombies killing you, you can imagine like you will be just slaughtering and the stamina is giving back and you're just Rambo. Like, no, you kill it and get really small portion back, and you will run out of stamina anyways. Just a little bit further, maybe you can kill extra one zombie with stamina. Otherwise, for me, I didn't find it so good, but other like combination of everything before, it's kind of okay. And not only why it's then the second place, because actually last two I don't like them, simply as that. That's why it's from all four, that would be the second place. Okay, move on to the third skill, is stealth. And stealth is, yeah, as you can see, my comment here is this State of Decay 2, this is not Assassin's Creed, and I'm speaking about the first Assassin's Creed, when you actually had to be stealthy and blend in and kill just someone somewhere and then disappear again. This is not. This is, and the more you play, the more fun you have, like coming in and with guns blazing. And trust me, I'm the guy who always in every computer game played the silent assassin or the same World of Warcraft rogue is my one of my favorites. I have a lot of favorites there, but okay, let's not skip the games. So yeah, here stealth is kinda okay. Enemy sight range, if you want to avoid them, okay. Chance to search crash. I will explain why this sounds good, but is not that useful. Especially when you are kind of already well-rounded and skilled player, like in mid-end game. You will run in a game, in a house, there's a lot of stuff to loot, let's say 5, and you just start looting, of course, with the shift, so it's loud, and it breaks off, and then the zombies are attacking you, and just like your company usually takes out at least 1 or 2 zombies, and they usually come 1 or 2, so rare case you need to pay attention to those zombies like coming in, and even though if you kill it, if you again search with the loud option and it breaks, the game has some cooldown mechanics, like if you're bad luck and it makes this sound and zombies should attack, if you just killed already a few zombies incoming, on the second and third try, there's always just the zombies are not popping up, so this breaking off is here half of the chance searching crash. It sounds good, but it doesn't really matter. Just loot everything loud and yeah. Anyhow, yeah, you can sprint while crouched. The problem with that is if your companion don't have this skill as well, when you crouch, they automatically crouch and they will fall behind. So just you will be so happily running around silently, but your companion is somewhere behind and he will get ambushed and everyone dies and you're not happy and you separate with your wife. Okay, let's not jump into conclusions, but you get the point. Silently open locked doors while crouched. Again, silent. Why? Just jumping, smash the doors, jump through the window because it's even faster, as one of you guys commented in a comment section. Doesn't care. It's zombie apocalypse. It's not like there's some silent hour, everyone's sleeping, let's be silent. No, just jump in and show them who's the boss, who's the human, because they're zombies, obviously. And I skipped one because that's one and only skill which I mentioned. Yes, it is amazing if you're Sir Sneak a Lot. Yes, that's Sir Lancelot's best friend. So meaning quick stealth kills actually is something awesome. It's when you get behind them and execute the kill. You're not grabbing the zombie and then doing some animation. You just simply stand up and stab in the head and the zombie dies. It's really, really fast. But again, you need to be behind the target to execute it, and then it's cool. Otherwise, it doesn't go together with other games mechanics. If you're loud, I'm thinking, yeah, they fixed it because you could just jump behind them and kind of scout in the fight and just stab, but they fixed it because now when zombies, like even if you dodge through them, it doesn't count anymore as stealth. So yeah, you can't quick kill with this one. Okay, let's go forward because yeah, the video, as you imagine, will not be really short. And the last, that's only my preference, only this is because I will pinpoint the really awesome skill which is in this scouting. I mean, don't get mixed up. The main skill is Wits, then sub skill is scouting, and in every sub skill there's more sub skills, like bonuses, let's call them bonuses, yes, that you can have. So here the default search speed still increased, still the same. Enemy detection range. Oh my god, how I hate it, because as I mentioned in one of my videos, usually your minimap is, let's call it empty. So if none of the zombies are aggroed, you see like you can skip by, just silently going to the car or something. And in this case, when you have this enemy detection range, you have all the enemies already appearing on the minimaps. Like the minimap will all the time be busy. One of you guys helped me out to figure that when you don't have aggro, the zombies will be just yellow, and if they see me or hear me and run to me, it will be flashing orange, yellow. Yeah, anyhow, I find it a bit frustrating that it's always busy, that all my this mini map is there. It's good. Also, tip from one of my videos: if you're looking for infestations, then you can just drive by in the car, and then you will see popping up, you see the enemies, and that helps you identify which building is infestation. Otherwise, I find it a bit not confusing, but it's just taking off your attention, this minimap. So that's why I don't like it. But the good points about this scouting is container visibility ranges. When you run, there are sometimes containers outside the houses, the trashed cars or some boxes that you can loot. They will start flashing like already from the distance. You don't need to go near them. And it goes together with the last point: is all containers are revealed when indoors. This is also going together with one of my tips from, I think, first part of tips and tricks is when you run in a building, you see the counter on the corner that says there's 5 containers in the house that you can loot. And the thing is, in most games from the gaming industry, it's always you can switch in on or off, but it's usually on, is that everything you can loot will be flashing, and that always was the case because it's for you easier to see. In this game, it's not like that. You need to run in the building and actually look around, and then you see some counter or bag on the ground, and then it will start flashing only when you notify this container. In this case, with this skill, you are in the house and all the things will be already flashing. Like you run into next room and you already see, like, yeah, that thing is flashing, I need to loot that. It's really nice to have, but this enemy detection range actually killed this skill for me. But if you don't have that problem, feel free to pick this. Okay, let's jump. Next part is about fighting and shooting, the best part of the game. Oh, because this is a zombie game, obviously we'll be killing and shooting, and yes. Okay, fighting skill, what it does, it increases your maximum health. So first upgrade, it's always so in all the parts you will have extra health. But this first, when you pick sub skill endurance, you see 84 max health. Like Jesus, you're like, I had those guys. I think the maximum I've seen so far is 204 health. The bar is like going around the minimap. It's amazing. You can the feral can jump on you like 4 or 5 times, and you're like, what's that? Oh, that's a kitty cat jumping around. You don't ever have to be aware of or pay attention to health bar. It's insane. So that's why you can see my comment here. Oh my god, tanking class, yay. Okay, and that's not only as funny as it sounds, actually I need to green out all the 3 bonuses here, because injury severity is again one thing I'm strongly suggesting to pick if you are at the beginning of the game and you have some choices, and this one, because when, let's say, the same feral or something jumps on you, it not only takes your health away, but it also gives you some injury, like broken leg or something. And if you don't have 2nd level infirmary, then this injury stays, or you need to use this first aid kit that takes away injuries. Anyways, it's costly and expensive and blah blah blah. So at the beginning you just pick this one, and there's like half the chance that you will have some injury. So it's really amazing to have. And that's not even the best part. Let me show you what's the best part. You already see my screen, so you can read it out. That's slam attack. Long story short, it's my favorite for many reasons. So for fighting skills, let's go through them just quickly. Summary: each and every extra this sub skill gives you extra move, and some of those extra moves are not that great because you can get interrupted. Like you are performing the move, the zombie hits you in this small window when you are close to the zombie, and you get interrupted. That's it. It's insane. With this skill, you will never ever get interrupted. Why? Because this skill is you grab the zombie and throw it on the ground. It's a bit long animation. That's downside, but the zombie, no matter how in what stage of attack he is, because obviously there's the zombies that slow down, then he takes hand back and then does the smashing animation. No matter in what stage it is, when you click this slam, you automatically grab the zombie and interrupt his attack. It's not the case, obviously, for the ferals and juggernauts, but the casual zombies, you just interrupt him and throw it on the ground, and then you can execute it, and that's it. It takes a bit time to perform all these steps, but it's amazing. I really like it. That's why I have four points given. And in most cases, I just purely pick it up because it's amazing. Okay, let's move on. Actually, the second is something I don't pick often, is Swordplay. The Swordplay thing is, as you can see, the first bonus is Blade Lethality. And it's great because lethality is when there's a chance that you hit the zombie, no matter actually with what weapon, and you instantly kill it. Like simple as that, it's dead. The problem is blade weapons have way higher lethality rate, and blunt weapons had knockback this rate. And you can see the next actually is blunt weapon knockdown. So one of the skills are meant for edged weapons, bladed weapons, another is for blunt, and this goes for sharp weapons. And the thing is, the sharp weapons has really small this durability. They breaks. Yes, you can kill zombies easier if this lethality kicks in. If it's not, you're just purely smashing your weapon against them, and the durability is just going down. So in this case, obviously, if you pick this skill Swordplay, you need to have this sharp weapon. And yes, you can find some good ones, and then this lethality is increased, and then you're really you can go on killing spree. Yes, it's kind of good, but pay attention. Sharp weapons don't have knockback, so if you will be surrounded by many zombies, you can kill one or two, like smash in the same time. Other zombies will not be knocked down, you can knock them down, and they will most likely bite you, so you will lose the health. That's most of the case. And that's lethality, but actually the good thing, the fun thing is execute standing enemies with blade. What it does, you can execute like just in front of you, simply chopping off the head. There's a bit animation or something, and not or something, but animation that you just grab them kind of and chop off the head. It's kind of nice skill to have. And then still, I prefer the slam attack, and I don't know why, because I'm not a big fan of bladed weapons. That's simple as that. But it's good. It's really good. That's why it's in second place at least. Why? Because the last thing actually, this leg sweep. It's really nice. You need to perform it with the shift, which means when you're running with the shift sprinting, then if you click, it will perform this leg sweep. Why I gave only 2 points is because when zombies are knocked down, they are staying down quite some time, and then after slowly picking up, and then when they are back on feet, then they try to bite you actually, and there's a quite long time. With this leg sweep, what you do, you just chop off the legs and the zombie falls down, and if it lands actually on the like on the hands, he's after a short period of time he's already like looking where you are and crawling to you and biting you in the foot. So the thing is, it's nice to disable zombies, but they are just disabled. They are still on the ground, and if there are 2 or 3 more of them crawling to bite you, even if you execute one, the other two zombies still but will bite you. So there's just crawling zombies on the ground at the end with chopped off legs, and it's kind of messy still. They still bite you, so that's why I'm not a big fan. Okay, let's jump to the third point. You will see I will compare with this previous leg sweep. So striking is the third place. Again, maximum health the same. Blunt weapon knockdown, so there's more chance of the zombies to get knocked. The awesome skill which comes with this striking is Grand Slam. The Grand Slam is kind of amazing. When you run towards a lot of zombies, he does this sweeping around and all the zombies are on the ground. And if you compare with the leg sweep, the zombies are on the ground and you can execute them one by one, and there's no harm. You will never, like, there's 3 zombies, you knock all 3 of them, 2 of them definitely can be executed, and the third at that point will be already like standing up. You can do another round of knocking them down, and that's it. Awesome skill. But there is one little but. That skill can be interrupted, which means you run towards a zombie, you want to Grand Slam them, him, one, eat, whatever. There's fine little distance. If you initiate this, perform this action too soon, the gap between you and the zombie will not be close enough, and you will just purely swing in the air. And zombie just stands there and also does the swing, and no one hits no one, and yeah, stupid as it is. If you get too close, there are some zombies, usually not the fat ones, but the thin ones. They are pretty fast. They see that you're running, and when you get close enough, they are already swinging, and then if you miss this little opportunity and start swinging a little bit too late, the zombie will hit you first and you will get interrupted. So it's pretty hard to find this mid ground, because there are zombies that I think you actually cannot like running towards and just slam down, because they kind of quickly stop and already does the swing. You can just stop down and then they will swing in the air, but it's still you have this period of time and you're not killing him. So yeah. And one extra point I just wanted to mention here is the bonus is minus 66% Grand Slam cost. This point got me thinking, like, okay, you have reduced cost of Grand Slam. Okay, tell me how much then originally it cost? Like, you have to take this skill to have this extra cost. It's the bonus stated there, but there's only one way how you can get it, by getting this striking sub skill anyways. So you can just strike out this minus 66 Grand Slam cost, because it's like just reduce the cost of it in general. It's like, we have extra minus slam cost reduction, like, yeah, but it doesn't make any sense, like, if you follow my approach here. Anyways, just in my opinion, they can just leave it empty line there. Okay, and the worst of the worst, obviously my experience only, is the close combat. It is good. I saw some nice things, but there are some problems with it. As I mentioned, for swordplay, that you need to have bladed weapon. It's also, of course, needed to execute your standing standing enemies with the blade. And similar is close combat, but it's actually worse, I say. You can execute enemies, but with the knife, and by knife it's sometimes also screwdriver. What it means, you know, when you have none of the melee weapons equipped, your community member pulls out a small knife or screwdriver or really strong finger, I guess, at some point. Anyways, and it's really a small amount of damage. There's no this knockback, nothing of that, but you can execute. What it means, you need to unequip your weapon, and then you can just zombies quickly stab in the head. The problem with this is, if you're not executing this, you don't have weapon in your hand. Obviously, you will not in mid of the fight switching weapon on, switching weapon off, which means at the end you are running around with empty hands, I guess. Yeah, yeah. I would not do that. I would go with melee weapons anyways. And as you can see, melee stamina cost, close combat, yeah, it's good, so you can slash zombies with your least lethal weapon, with the least damage weapon, with extra stamina reduction. Nice to have, because you need to have it, otherwise this skill is wasted already. Then yeah, enhanced close combat moves. I have no idea what it means. There is no explanation, nothing whatsoever. So what it means, with this skill, you are running without weapon, you're stabbing with your screwdriver them, and yeah, there's some enhanced moves. Yeah, nice. And that's not even the worst. The worst problem, the most used skill, is the show attack. It's similar as slam attack, leg sweep, and grand slam. That's when you run with the shift, you held down, and then execute it. And the show attack, what it does, it's embarrassing actually to explain. It just shows the zombie. And I tried at the beginning, I was like, it's something, probably some calculation, because you show it, it doesn't show the zombie on the ground. They just few steps get back. They're still standing. You can't execute them. Like if you don't have weapon equipped, then you can, but if you have weapon, you can't. I mean about ground execution, because you're not throwing them on the ground, you're just pushing them. You're like, that's why, yeah, that's why I mentioned it's like pussy version for kick slam and grand slam. Misspelled the grand slam. I don't know, this is, for me it's ridiculous, this grand slam. For me this show attack is just a bit, yeah, too ridiculous. That's why this is the first place. Obviously, if you can definitely disagree with me and tell me how awesome is to run around with screwdriver, showing it in zombies' heads. That's probably the most use of this skill. Anyways, let's move forward. The video will be, oh my god, it's so long already. Anyways, this is important, because those skills you have for every one of your community members. So last but not least is shooting skill, which is the last I'm always getting, because yeah, just quickly let me show you the first cardio, easy to master. So whenever you wait for something, or you're playing with friends, or someone is getting their inventory, you can just run around your base or something. You can easily get it, so do it as soon as possible. Then the wits obviously will be scavenging or killing zombies from behind stealthily. That's another way how you can get wits, but most of the part you will get it from looting, scavenging, everything. Then fighting, obviously you will hit everyone and anyone, and then Jesus, it comes naturally, that skill will be improved. Shooting skill is it's not hard to actually master it, like evolve it, meaning just go and shoot zombies. But anyways, it's always the question of bullets, always a question of weapons, and that's why I'm always have all the three skills already maxed out, and the shooting comes only afterwards. But nevertheless, first thing you will get when you upgrade shooting skill, you will have firearm sway and firearm recoil reduction. As you can see, 25%. Sway is when you aim at something and then you have a little bit jogging, not jogging, but cursor moving. If you are a computer player and play with mouse, it's not a big deal because you will never, well, for sniping it's a big issue when zombies are running towards you. It's not a big issue if your cursor is moving a little bit. Maybe it's a bit different for Xbox, I don't know. And recoil, you will see in a moment. I'm just, what the hell is recoil? Never ever play full automatic or something. That's just waste of bullets. It's not serious, Sam. It's you don't go with Gatling gun and just tearing down zombies. It's Jesus Christ, it's zombie apocalypse. The people are gone. Ammunition is a valuable thing. And if you shoot in the head, it's one bullet needed. Why would you waste because recoil kicks in only if you're pay and spray. Obviously, if you single shot each and every one of them in the head, that the recoil is just absent. Anyways, let's move on. The first thing that you will see, this is must have, and yes, it's written correctly. It's must have. Reload speed, 200% increase. It's good. If you play correctly, you will never have such problem reloading or something. So this reload speed for me never really kicks in, but it's good to have. What this gunslinging actually gives is aim, snap, costs less stamina. Well, you actually have this snapping ability. What it does is when you see the zombie, it's in the range, in the weapon range, you click the spacebar and it automatically snaps your cursor, like your aim to the head, and it shrinks like precise headshot. If moment few part like in the same time you do the shoot, it will 100% be in the zombie's head. It actually sticks to the zombies' heads for, I don't know, half a second or second, something, I don't know. The time is plenty, which means even if the feral is running around like crazy, jumping on the bouncing castle or I don't know, on your car because he hates your car. Anyways, it's moving a lot. If you snap to its head, and shoot, it will like 100%. 10 out of 10 shoot right in the head and the feral will drop down, and it's for every zombie. So this snipping it's just insane. And if you have problems with people, you know, the people, they usually have the guns and they shoot you. One click spacebar, one click mouse, boom, headshot, it's dead. Just I don't know. So basically you can kill as many zombies as you have bullets in your magazine, and if you have silenced, you can kill everything. It's just insane. And yeah, of course you have still the same firearm sway and recoil reduction, but with this snipping it's just insanely overpowered. Just a reminder also from my tips and tricks, this snipping costs stamina. So if you can check it out, how much you can do with your stamina if you have some, I don't know, sick person with asthma and I don't know, smoking and stuff, then it has little stamina bar, and you can quite easily, I think, run out of stamina. So at the end you will be without stamina, so you have to shoot. Anyways, let's move on. Video is, yeah, the guys who like my long videos, you will be happy about this. Anyways, the second best thing I would say, sharpshooting. What it does, it reduces firearm sway even more, like minus 80%. And the sway really kicks in when you have sniper rifle, because then you have zoomed in, you look through the scope, not actually the scope, but you have this small this cursor, so you can kill zombies, and when you have it moving, then it's a bit annoying. So with this skill, it's reduced. Second bonus is firearm dismemberment. If I'm correctly understanding it right, you can shoot off the legs and something. Still, if you shoot in the head, zombie dies. If it dies, it dies. Why would you need this anyways? And also all shots pierce enemies. So this is the only sharpshooting skill where I imagine if you have some crazy this 150 magazine aka AK actually, I think this is the weapon, and then you can pierce the enemies, and then the recoil somehow kicks in, and you can just pay and spray, and still it's waste of bullets in my opinion. So, but yeah, feel free to try it out, because rest of the skills actually I placed in third and fourth point. Why? Because I don't know how it ended up here, but weapon handling is something that, yeah. Durability lost per shot, so basically you can shoot more 1/4 of the times longer with the weapon before it breaks down. When it breaks down, you can quickly like fix the weapon. The problem with this skill for me is, first, weapon correction like fixing is not that expensive. Consider if you shoot them in the head or something, it's rare case. And second thing which I don't like so much is, you know, when weapon is close to be broken, it turns yellow, which means you have already like yellow weapon in your backpack, which you know at any given moment, like next shot could be the final, and that's it. Let's say you need to face the feral or something. You cannot fix a weapon if it's not broken totally, like before it's red, which this skills means if you have already like yellow weapon, normally as experienced gamers, you would never go out on a field with partially broken inventory. What it means, and you can't fix it with this weapon handling. So what do? You go and fix spending parts, and then this all the skill is basically obsolete. That's it. It's simple as that. That's why I don't have it. This durability lost is only valuable, and yeah, you can clear in the field in some rare cases when you're dumb enough and run out with broken weapon. Then you can fix it right in the field, and still in the middle of fight you will never do this. So it's, yeah, you got the point. And the last one, oh my god, yes, this is not mistaken. There's not some little girl logged in and commented this part. No, it's still me. Assault. Let's see, assault. Firearm recoil reduction. Yeah, we already like kinda established this base. It's not serious SAM, it's not pay and spray like Gatling gun crazy shooting. So yeah, sorry, no, don't need it. Second one is firearm knock. If I understand it correctly, it's when you are not smart enough to shoot zombie in the head, instead you aim it, I don't know, some fat zombie belly, then you can knock it down. So the zombie can then stand up again, and then why? If I want to knock zombie down, I would take out my blunt weapon and go with my, what's it called, grand slam, if I want to attack, or just casual slam, like just purely not taking any durability of any weapon and just slam it on the ground. That's when I want to this zombie knock it down. Why would I spend bullets to knock zombies down and what go afterwards and shoot afterwards them in the head, like this control shot? Why? Then I shoot already in the head. It's mind blown. That's why it's, yeah, headshots for the win, obviously. And yeah, there's firearm sway that comes together. Okay, and the last, kick enemy over while aiming. what it means is you can aim down at your iron sight like shooting, and then if you're really bad at this game and some zombie still manages to get close to you, like imagine you're shooting your firearm and still some zombies manage to run towards you, you can kick them. Wait, what? Yeah, so the thing is, this kick is not 360 degrees, which means you need to turn to the side. Like imagine if you're shooting there and some zombie comes from the side and you click the kick button, you will kick in front of something and zombie is biting you from the side, so you need to turn to that side anyways. And if you're aiming and turning to the side where zombie is coming from, why would you kick zombie, not shoot? It's a bit mind blown, sorry, but this is ridiculous. This assault is just ridiculous. Yeah, that's my comment is Zong learn to play. That's my only comment here. Why would you need to kick zombies if you're aiming? Anyways, this is my opinion. You can disagree, write down. There are, as I mentioned, there's some good synergies if you have the same running, where was it, marathon, then you need this light and encumbered. I don't like this word, encumbered. Anyways, there is some good synergy, and this, I know I saw somewhere that close combat goes together with one of the skills, I don't remember, stealth, disciplines, something. Anyways, this is just purely not taking in combinations, but just if you level up your skill and you have to choose, just remember this kind of order, in my opinion, what is better over what skill. Because if in this case, if you have backpacking skill and powerhouse, you can choose both, because I would how to say, suggest both of them. But if you can choose between, I don't know, yeah, the same acrobatics, I think this is the worst, this dodging is the worst, and backpacking, it's like, yeah, no. But let's summarize it. One specific point, I really hope that you guys are not skipping this part, because don't make this mistake. I did many times over and over again, but still I'm honest, this is mistake. If you take all the time the same skills, what you will have at the end, you will have only one. You will rob yourself, like not playing with other styles. For example, I really for the long time I just skipped swordplay because I didn't like the bladed weapons, and I always went for anything else but the swordplay. At the end, when I crafted myself the really durable blade, I was like, okay, it's pretty nice. Smash and slash that, and I would suggest to at least one time try each and every one of them. For example, the same stealth or scouting. Maybe you're a big fan, and I'm missing some awesome bunch. I don't think so, but some gameplay that you will enjoy more. So I would definitely suggest. That's my opinion. This is, you can read the bonuses before you pick up your skills, but I'd rather suggest them to embrace you, like test them out before you pick afterwards, because the game is replayable. It actually requires you to play at least 4 times through with each leader, and afterwards you can choose like what's your favorite. But anyways, I'll conclude the video right here. It will be almost an hour. Oh my god, an hour. Anyways, thank you for watching. Write down the comments, write down the questions if you still have for the game. If you watched all my videos, tips and tricks and everything, there's little room less for the questions, because I answered most of them, and also in the comment sections. If I'm not answering, there are some awesome guys also playing this game, and they also have a huge knowledge base, and they probably will be quicker than me and answer the questions. So yeah guys, thank you for staying with Russian guy, and we will next we will next in videos. No, we will meet in next videos. Like, yes, that's what I wanted to say. Okay, guys, stay tuned. Awesome. Happy hunting.